I stood at the rehearsal dinner, looking at Camille as she said, "I'm sorry, Theo. I've fallen for Sterling. He's more successful. I want the ring back and a $50,000 venue deposit." The room fell silent. I thought back to when we first got engaged, how I was always the one planning, and she was always the one criticizing. I had quietly built my family's trust into a successful business, but she never thought much of it. Camille would often joke that I wasn't as successful as Sterling, who she met at a charity event. I remembered how she would introduce me as her cute, but struggling fiancé. But what she didn't know was that my family's trust owned the venue where we were standing and also owned a significant stake in the company where Sterling worked. I calmly looked at her and said, "I'm afraid that's not possible, Camille." The look on her face was priceless. I walked over to the DJ and asked him to play a special song. And as the music started, I began to speak. "Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. As the owner of this venue and a significant shareholder of Sterling's company, I'm afraid I have the power to make some changes." Camille's face turned white as I continued. "The wedding is off, and Camille will not be getting the venue deposit back. And as for you, Sterling, I'm afraid your promotion is also off the table." The room erupted in gasps, and Camille stood up, shouting, "You'll never be as successful as Sterling." I smiled and said, "I'm sorry, Camille, but it seems you underestimated me. You said I'd never be as successful as Sterling, but it looks like I'm the one with the real power here." I didn't feel anger. The anger had gone ice cold. I looked at Camille and said, "You should have thought of that before you tried to humiliate me in front of our friends and family." As I walked away, I said, "It's not about being successful. It's about being in control."